Hey, what's going on, everyone? I am back with part 2 of the 5 things that I dislike and I love about America. Hey, I talked about the things that I didn't like. Let's go to the positives and talk about the things that I do like about America. First thing I want to talk about is Southern hospitality. Now, for those people that don't know what that means, I grew up in Houston, Texas. That's down south. And what I was taught growing up was treat your neighbor the same way that you would want to be treated. When you enter someone's house, you always show respect. When the husband or the wife of the house walks into a room, you stand up, you show them respect. Also, you always make sure that you don't just go into people's belongings, you don't just go into people's kitchen, you ask before you enter any particular area within the house. Another thing is too, is that what I love about America, growing up down south, is that the community that I grew up in, it was just so phenomenal to where everybody trusted everyone. You know, children could stay out and the parents all around the community would watch out for each other's children. You know, children would, you know, go out to different places, have fun, and parents, you know, would take turns hosting them. And it was just a beautiful thing to where no child in this community ever went hungry from what I knew, because anytime there was a child that looked like they were hungry, there would be a parent or there would be a household that would help them out without a doubt. And, you know, nobody would ever complain about it because everybody was just loving and caring for one another. Second thing I want to talk about that I love about America is to where I love how they handle business in a respectable sense. I have been fortunate enough to work at different establishments to where people would treat me the way that I know that I deserve to be treated. They would not disrespect me. They would know, you know what, at the end of the day, Reggie's working this amount of, you know, hours a week. He's working this amount of time without a holiday, as they say over here, without a vacation over there. You know, we need to give him a vacation, a paid vacation. So these are things that I love about America, is that they try their best to look out for the employees. Unfortunately, I'm gonna go back to the things that I dislike. If you look up the statistics, America is the most overworked, you know, the overworked population in the world. And that is because they work 42 hours a week on average per person. That is just any job. Don't think it's fair at all, but I do say that for most jobs that I've been to, and I can only speak on my behalf, I was always treated with respect. And I know that there were people that were like, you know what, Reggie, you've been working too hard, let's give you a vacation, so that way you could, you know, re-energize yourself. The third thing I'll say that I love, and I shouldn't even say this, growing up down south, is the food. I grew up with, you know, home style, you know, Southern cooking, and it was a phenomenal thing. Catfish, Cajun rice, shrimps, you know, Cajun food when it comes in regards to shrimp and rice, also red beans and rice, you know, different barbecues, different types of barbecues. It was just a beautiful thing, but I know that that type of food isn't healthy for me. So I grew up on it, it tasted so good, but I had to lay away from it or lay off from it because I knew that it was only gonna lead me down a bad route, and I couldn't, you know, end up continuing down that path. I look at old pictures of myself and I'm like, nah, man, I have to stay in shape, and eating this food definitely keeps me from, you know, accomplishing that goal. Other thing that I'm going to say that the fourth thing that I'm going to say that I miss about America, or that I love about America, is I know for a fact that there are a lot of people that taught me how to defend myself. Always have a voice, always speak up when you see some injustice. And that's why I'm so proud of a lot of the people who raised me, because they never showed any fear. You know, they didn't need, you know, other people to come and protect them, you know, when they were in their communities. They protected themselves and they protected each other. I was taught, you know, never to put your hands on a woman, never verbally attack her. Have I failed when it comes in regards to verbal abuse? Unfortunately, yes. But I always right my wrongs and I progress from there. The other thing is always defend yourself. Always speak up and know that at the end of the day, can't nobody come into your home, come into your life and tell you what you can and can't do and try to treat you with the disrespect, because you don't deserve that. So my thing is when it comes in regards to, you know, being raised down south, I was raised around people who knew how to defend themselves, and they taught me how to do the same. Last thing I'm going to talk about is family. Of course, I'm glad that I was raised around, you know, relatives and elders who taught me the true definition of family, the true definition of unity. Anytime somebody in your family is struggling, you help them out, don't expect anything in return. Anytime someone in your family, you know, needs you, you're always there to be there for them and to show them the love and respect that they deserve. And just know that with family comes unity. With unity comes progression. And with that progression, nothing should ever come in between you, yourself, your relatives, leading you guys to be divided and easily conquered. And when I speak about family, I talk about my family within the motherland as well. That's why the transition from America to the motherland was so easy, because the family that I grew up with, I saw the same resemblance with the family that I'm here with in Africa, and I'm so grateful for both. And that's why I created a platform like this, Reggie Haynes in Africa, where you guys are seeing the type of family that I experience and that I embrace every single day, like Charles, Kudzi, Michael, and everyone else who you've seen featured on this platform. We are a family, we are a unity, we are a unit, and we're gonna do everything in our power to progress from here. Again, this is Reggie Haynes, and for those who missed out on the previous video talking about the 5 dislikes in regards to what I don't like about America, click the link on screen.